Welcome to the Security Accelerator podcast powered by Symbian, where each week we will discuss the latest innovations and emerging trends in generative AI for cyber defense. I am your host, Jason Kierstead. Welcome to 2025, everyone, and I hope you all had the chance to enjoy a safe and restful holiday season. As we get ready to talk with some amazing new guests this year, I wanted to kick it off with something different. As you know, the goal of this podcast is to explore how LLMs and AI are impacting cybersecurity. And if we're going to do that, I thought, why not have AI itself be part of the conversation? So I took a stab at using Google's NotebookLLM to generate one of its deep dive podcast episodes using a white paper as a reference document. The results, while not perfect, were certainly very good. Give it a listen and let me know what you think.
Welcome to another deep dive. Today, we're diving into the world of AI agents in cybersecurity with Symbian's latest white paper.
Yeah, and this isn't just theoretical. Symbian is actually building these tools to make this AI vision a reality.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Let's start with the why. Why are AI agents suddenly this hot topic in cybersecurity?
Well, picture this. It's 3 a.m. You're up to your eyeballs in data logs, searching for the tiniest anomaly that could mean a breach. It's exhausting, right? And Symbian argues that this constant firefighting is unsustainable. They believe AI agents could really change the game.
So they're not saying replace human analysts, but give them a new weapon in their arsenal.
Exactly. Give security professionals a break from those repetitive tasks that can lead to burnout. Think of AI agents like tireless assistants, always scanning for threats, connecting the dots, and even taking those first steps to contain an incident.
Now that sounds like something out of a cybersecurity dream, but how are these AI agents different from all the chatbots and copilots we keep hearing about? Those could be handy, but I don't think I'd trust them with my entire organization's security just yet.
And you'd be right to be cautious. That's a really important distinction Symbian makes. Chatbots are great for those quick questions, and copilots can help with coding. But AI agents are on another level entirely. They're built to be autonomous and adaptable, analyzing complex data from all over using different security tools, and even making decisions based on what they find, all with very little human intervention.
Wow, so it's not just automating tasks, it's AI that actually understands cybersecurity and can react accordingly.
Yeah.
Now that's a game changer. What kind of superpowers are we talking about here? What does Symbian highlight?
They envision a future where AI agents could, for example, use predictive analytics to spot and fix vulnerabilities before attackers even know they exist. Imagine an AI agent picking up on a network traffic pattern that looks a lot like a known attack, even if it's a little different from what's in the threat intelligence feeds.
Okay, that kind of proactive security sounds incredible, especially now with new vulnerabilities popping up every day. But with great power and all that, did Symbian address any potential downsides or challenges with this technology?
Oh, absolutely. And one thing they emphasize is how important it is to use strong and dependable tools. Even the most advanced AI agent is only as good as the information it's using, and the tools it can access, Symbian really stresses the need for high-quality threat intelligence, feed secure APIs, and tools that are built on trust.
So it's like equipping our digital detectives with the best tools and intel possible if we want them to be effective. How does Symbian approach ensuring this kind of reliability?
They're really big on what they call trusted LLM technology, building AI agents with security and trustworthiness baked in from the very beginning.
So they're not just creating powerful AI, they're creating responsible AI, which is reassuring, considering what's at stake in cybersecurity. What else is in Symbian's playbook for using AI agents?
Well, they're very clear about starting with a clear goal. Don't just jump on the AI bandwagon because it's the cool thing to do. You really need to pinpoint those specific problems you want AI agents to tackle and then go from there.
So it's about being strategic, not just throwing AI at every cybersecurity issue and hoping for a miracle.
Right. And it's also really important to remember that AI agents are meant to work alongside human experts, not replace them. Symbian's vision is a future where AI handles those tedious, repetitive tasks. That way, human analysts are freed up to focus on, the strategic stuff, threat hunting, incident response.
Basically using the strengths of both humans and AI to build a stronger defense. So we've talked about why AI agents are important and how they work. Now for the million-dollar question. What's the payoff? What can organizations realistically expect to gain from using them?
Well, imagine giving your cybersecurity team a major break from their workload. AI agents can take over those tedious tasks like sorting through alerts and making sense of data from different security tools. That gives your human analysts more time for the complex and interesting work.
I bet that's a relief to hear for any security team that's drowning in alerts. But it sounds like there's more to it than just lightening the load, right?
Oh, definitely. With AI agents constantly crunching data and looking for threats, you can bet on much faster detection times. Think about it, catching a potential breach in minutes instead of days or even weeks could make all the difference.
That's a pretty convincing argument, especially with how quickly cyber attacks can happen these days. Anything else?
Symbian also talks about potential cost savings, which is always a big concern for organizations. By automating tasks and strengthening their security posture, AI agents could help reduce those financial hits from breaches, downtime, and regulatory fines.
So we're talking about a triple win here. Better efficiency, faster detection, and lower costs. That's a powerful combination. But I have to ask, are there any downsides or potential problems we should watch out for?
There are, and Symbian is upfront about them. One concern they raise is the risk of relying too much on AI. It's tempting to think we can just let these AI agents run wild and handle everything, but human oversight is still essential.
So it's about finding the right balance. Using the power of AI, but not forgetting about human judgment and experience, especially when making critical decisions.
Exactly. Yeah. And while AI agents can analyze mountains of data, they're only as good as the data they learn from.
So we need to be sure these AI agents are learning from a good variety of data to avoid those gaps in their knowledge.
Absolutely. And Symbian also brings up those false positives and negatives. That's always something to consider in cybersecurity, right? An AI agent might get confused and flag something harmless as suspicious, which wastes everyone's time and resources. Or even worse, it might completely miss a real threat.
It's a tough balancing act. So we're getting a sneak peek of the future, but it's not crystal clear yet. There's still a lot we don't know about how this technology will change over time.
Exactly. And that's why Symbian ends their paper with what you could call a call to action. They're saying, look, the potential of AI agents in cybersecurity is huge. We can't ignore it. But they're also saying, hey, we need to develop and use this technology responsibly.
It's like they're saying technology doesn't just exist on its own. We have to be the ones to guide it, make sure it's used for good.
Definitely. As we move forward with AI and cybersecurity, it's not just about building these strong tools. It's about thinking critically about them, considering what could go wrong, and always putting human judgment at the center of our security choices.
So for our listeners who are now diving into this world of AI agents, thinking about how this tech might fit into their own security plans, what's the one big takeaway you want them to remember?
I'd say the main thing to remember is this. The future of cybersecurity is all about humans and AI working together. This isn't about AI taking over. It's about giving humans the tools they need to stay ahead of those increasingly sophisticated attacks. It's a really exciting time to be in cybersecurity, and AI agents are set to completely change the game. But it's on all of us to make sure they're used the right way.
It's a future bursting with potential, but like with any powerful tool, we need to move forward with both excitement and caution. And on that note, we're wrapping up this deep dive into AI agents in cybersecurity.
Until next time.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and we'll catch you on our next deep dive.
So, what did you think? I was honestly fairly impressed, and it got me thinking. If AI is able to do this good of a job at a podcast, imagine how far off it is from being able to run your SOC. Perhaps not as far off as some people think. What's your opinion? Drop me an email at podcast@symbian.ai and let me know. Until next time. This has been the Security Accelerator podcast powered by Symbian. For more information on generative AI for cyber defense, visit us in our Slack community. You can find the link on our website at symbian.ai. Have some insights on AI and security operations and want to appear in a future episode? Reach out to me via podcast@symbian.ai. That's podcast@symbian.ai. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.